Welcome to the Rusted Garden Homestead. This is my container garden. On April 28th, showed you how I sank the containers, cut out some of the bottom, and just set them in here in a straight row. I did put in my peppers, about 2 peppers per container. There's about 44 peppers in here. And today is June 28th. They've been growing for 7 or 8 weeks. I put the peppers in as transplant shortly thereafter. Just want to show you the routine for care. We're approaching July 1. Going to give them a top dressing of a 3-5-5 fertilizer. Now, it's organic. It really doesn't matter. Look for a 5-5-5. But if you can, try and find a number with lower nitrogen. The first number, have the lower number. And then the second number's a little bit higher. Potassium, phosphorus, and I'm using actually a 3-5-5. But you don't have to worry that much about it. Peppers don't really want more nitrogen after they've been growing for a while. They like phosphorus. They like potassium to develop the plant, to develop the peppers and stuff like that. You can see that I've left space in the bottom. We're going to mulch that too. I'll show you what that looks like when it's all done. As the heat starts rolling in, I like to mulch the containers. Black containers really do help out peppers. They do like the heat. If you were growing something else in here, you could pull the mulch up higher so that it blocks the sun and the pots don't heat up as much. We're also going to water, because a lot of people say, well, what's the point? You know, using the containers, just put them in the ground. You're going to see how I can just throw in 1 to 3 tablespoons of the fertilizer there into the container. Water very quickly, concentrate all the resources right into the container. Not watering the mulch, not watering the weeds. I'm not having the fertilizer drift out somewhere else. It's all going straight into the containers. That's why I like it. Plus, it really organizes your garden nicely. That I can drop in 44 peppers right there. So for the feeding, it's pretty straightforward. I would recommend an organic fertilizer here, any of them. Again, this is a 3-5-5. That's a little more than a tablespoon. You really only want 1 or 2 tablespoons sprinkled around. And I would go ahead and do that all around the plants. You want to sprinkle it. You don't want to load it up right here. The organic fertilizers aren't going to really hurt it, but there's a chance that you could over concentrate it around the stem and damage it. So just spread it out. 1 or 2 tablespoons. That's all they need for a good 2-week period. I'm also going to water these in with a low soluble fertilizer. It's a water soluble fertilizer. That will feed the leaves, and that will get the plants going for the rest of July. All right, let me actually mulch this in after I finish putting down all the organic fertilizer, and then I'll show you how easy it is to water. So I have everything fed and mulched, and the granular fertilizer is an insoluble fertilizer. Insoluble means, unlike this water soluble fertilizer, insoluble means that the N, P, and K aren't available. They're not readily available for the plant to pull it into the system. The soil biology has to break down that organic fertilizer that we just put down, and again, you can do 1 to 3 tablespoons. It's really up to you. As the soil biology breaks that organic fertilizer down, the N, P, and K will become soluble in water. When it rains or you water, it will get picked up by the plant. And that's going to take time. That could take a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, depending on the fertilizer you're using. So that's going to feed it over the next month. The water-soluble fertilizer, I'm using an organic fertilizer. Use any organic fertilizer you want that's water-soluble. And I'm using Vermisterra's worm casting tea. It's 3 ounces per gallon. And it varies, 1 ounce to 3 ounces. This is a 3-gallon container. I like using the worm casting tea because it brings in soil biology that will help break down the organic fertilizer that you just put down. Also has growth hormones and other kinds of things that the earthworms deposit into your garden. So the tea is a nice low fertilizer. It's under a 111 in itself, and it adds soil biology, microbes, and different things into your container mix. So for watering, just straightforward. Again, I like this container because all the water is going to concentrate right in there. And I'm going to show you about how long I water for. A lot of people ask me questions. And you just want to give it enough time that it's going to soak down to the bottom of the container. And it takes about that long. But it concentrates it right into that area. and I would work my way all the way down. And I want to show you how I feed the plants too. Now right in here, these are Anaheim peppers. There are 2 peppers in here. You can grow 2 peppers in a container. They're doing extremely well. These are hot Portugals, again 2 peppers in there. And you work your way down. Those are thick cayennes right there. 2 peppers will do extremely well in here. They may not get to the exact full size as 1 pepper, but you're going to almost double the production. For the soluble fertilizer, because it's water soluble, it will be fed right onto, it will be poured right onto the leaves, and the leaves will actually be able to pull in the fertilizer because it's water soluble. And then I just give it a quick drink, just like that, and that's it. That will set these peppers up for the rest of July. If they're doing well, I might let them go into the middle of August. Last thing is they're going to need supports. This is a tomato cage. It will support the peppers, or you can use a post and you would just tie the plant there. Pepper plants are fragile, so as they get larger, they get weighted down, they're going to snap pretty easily, so you do need to stake them up. Hope you enjoyed the video. Gives you some idea of how to manage your container peppers. Please check out, yeah, I totally forgot. Please check out my seed shop at therustedgarden.com. Thanks for watching.